Hello everyone. I'd like to share another journal. This one is quite big. The cover is 8 3/4 inches wide by 11 inches high with a 1 3/4 inch spine. It's called a Copie de Lettres, which is copy of letters. It says office supplies, printing, stationery store. It's from France. And it was before the photocopier was introduced in 1959, because this is dated 1936. It's all original French ephemera only, except for one item. And the only digital that I used are the end papers from Romantica Arts, and also the back of the journal. It was in bad shape, so I covered it. And I made some notes because it's all French, and when the camera comes on, my mind goes blank. So I have a lot of ledger papers. There's Louise Fraser dyed paper. There's her Café au lait rosé collection and coffee. And there's also eco dyed papers from Rosemary Morris. There's 6 hand-stitched signatures for a total of 168 pages. And I'm going to get my notes down here so we can start. So here's the end paper. A lot of fussy cutting, a lot of journaling, a lot of room for journaling. And this is watercolor paper. And here I made a pocket. Here's some cards. There's a library pocket with a library card with Copie de Lettres. There it is, Copie de Lettres 1936. Here's a little envelope. This is the only French ephemera that I scanned because, if I can get my hands on it, it's a, I'm trying to find the camera, it's a box of thumbtacks from France. And I just love the word in French. It's punaise. So I scanned it and made a tab with this little envelope, some fussy cutting, some little let's see, I'm lost for words. And here is some journaling paper, some vintage journaling paper. I'll put that over here. This is it's from a school book for drawing exercises, where you have the name of the student, the date, and the exercise, and this is where you have to reproduce the drawing. In the back also, there are CD envelopes with some fussy cutting, and inside I have some, this is some Louise Fraser, this is the coffee dye paper. The coffee dye paper. Here is some Rosemary Morris eco dyed paper. Here is an envelope. See, I just love the handwriting. And inside, it's lined with some tissue paper, green tissue paper, but there's no letter inside. Here is a, it's an invoice for, this company sells earthenware, glassware, pottery. And also it says funeral bouquets and wreaths. And it's dated 1922. This from a ledger book with a pocket. Here I made some tags. There was a blotting sheet this size, and I cut it down to make some tags with some fussy cutting and layering. Also vintage ledger here. Yep. And here is an invoice from 1937, and it's a rum plantation established in 1765. This rum was exported to North America under the name Rum St. James. This, it's a railway from Paris to Orléans, and it's a notice of shipment dated 1903 for 1 wagon of fertilizer. go. Some Louise paper. So here is one of these, one of the copies of the letters. There's 2 letters here, and it's just taped along here, and I just tied it there. It's just like a very, it's very thin paper. In this pocket here, this says free care for military victims, and it's a doctor's prescription from 1935. It has quinine. I think I'm saying that right. Quinine. It's a natural alkaloid that has been used for centuries in the prevention of and therapy of malaria. Another tag that I made with the blotting paper. And here is a glassine bag with some fussy cutting, some extra fussy cutting. The other side of the eco-dyed paper, here is an envelope again. Just love the handwriting. It's just the envelope again, tissue paper lined with blue tissue paper. I've included this page from Louis VII. It's just the paper. The feel of the paper is quite different. So I included that in there. The other side of that drawing exercise. Some eco-dyed paper, and here is an order form from Louis Jouiran, and this order form is for oils, olive oil, coffee, soap, butter, and here is some journaling paper. The second signature. Here is the cover from a school book. From France. I have a page of that school book further in the journal. It's my last one. Here's a blank tissue paper where they would copy the letters from this book. Different types of lots of different types of ledger paper. I'm touching the tripod. Here is a postcard. And there's the back, and you have the addition, multiplication, subtraction, division, all your tables. In this bag, which I love, this is from dyed paper from Louise. I made a journaling card to go in there, and in the back here we have some. I'm going to check just a minute. Move my notes here. So here is a check dated 1898. Sorry if I keep shaking that. And also this is a check from 1937. And it was a cheese wholesaler, that company. Another signature. And, here's an envelope from the United Nations in Geneva, and inside I've included a journaling card. That's the back of the envelope, which is a trillium. Another CD envelope with journaling paper. This is from a school book. Here's a vintage ledger page, and it's from I saw the date somewhere. 1941. It's nice how they tied these 2 items with a straight pin. Here is a currency envelope from my Etsy shop with that cute little window that I like. And inside here, it goes this way, is it's part of the index from this book, where you would have the name, the address, and the page of the copy of the letter. The other side of that envelope from the United Nations. Here's an envelope, and in here is a receipt dated 1917. It's a doctor's prescription, and for potassium bromide used in the late 19th and early 20th century as an anticonvulsant and a sedative. And there's other items in the prescription. The next signature. This is from a school book, and the writing, it's faint. I don't think you can see it from up there, but it's faint, but it's unreal. The writing from he's 10 years old. Pierre Forget. It's dated 1914. I don't know if you can see the handwriting. It's unbelievable. But the ink, it's the blue ink. It's quite faint. This is the Rosemary Morris Eco Dye paper. So in here I made a journaling card with the blotting paper, and here is a letter, and again with the handwriting. An envelope and letter dated 1909. Another type of ledger paper. A journaling card, and here's a memorandum from the 1900s. Again, they sell oil and soaps. The other side of that exercise book. Here's some Eco Dye paper. Oh, another one of these memorandums, and this is an order form for olive oil, table oil, regular oil, coffee, and soap. The next signature. Here's the page from that blue cover school book. Another CD envelope with journaling paper. This is from a scrapbook, a vintage scrapbook. Some Louise Fraser paper. Some other little ledger paper. Here's a postcard dated 1908. Again with the lovely handwriting. And here, look at that sweetie, that black and white photograph. Here's a blank receipt from the 1900s. These are journaling cards that I made. That nice long bag that I like, and I made a journaling stick for it. Oh gosh, sorry, I keep touching that tripod. I'm tight space. So there's another. I think that's the last signature. This is from an envelope from France, where I've ordered some of my French ephemera. So I've made a pocket here, some fussy cutting, and here are some tags from French tags. And here's one of these folded letters that I really like. Again, the handwriting. Oh. I think it's from 1897, if I'm not... Yeah, from 1897. It's an order form. And then this picture from this lady. And it's only when I went through it before making the video that it's from Montpellier. And here the postage stamp is from Montpellier also. It's a coincidence. Here's a business card, and it's mechanical and locksmith workshop. A vintage postcard. And this is a school report page from a booklet for the school year 1946-47. And all the subjects are there: math, English, German, history. I'm not sure what that is. Latin. And his notes. This on a tall, skinny ledger. Some Louise paper. The other side of that report card, which is blank. So of course there's lots of room for journaling. It's huge. The other side of that envelope. And I made another pocket. Some fussy cutting. And here are some tags from the blotter or the blotting paper. This is from an old book. It's called The Kitchen, and there's recipes for omelets: sugar omelet, omelet with jam, omelets with mushrooms. Again, the paper, just the paper that I like. And this, I had a hard time reading it, but it's sorry, it's a sympathy note for this lady who lost her mother. And here's the back of the journal. There you go. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.